At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow, the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.
Very good morning and welcome to the Geelong Cricket Show. Hope you've been able to endure the heat that we've had this week. As you can see, a little bit on the red side. Not enough slip, stop, slap, Rollo. As we turn our attention to the men who know a lot about the game. They walk it and they talk it. And yes, Mr. Channel 31 out at Lara, Christopher John Brambury and Danny Hughes send their best regards. A very good morning to the one and only leading Leopold Lion, Dean Armstrong. How are you, mate?
Good morning, viewers, and good morning, Graham. Yes, had a very entertaining afternoon last Saturday with Mr. Bambury and Danny Hughes. Danny Hughes did get 100, and I suppose the egg was all over my face, as you could say, Graham, because I did talk us up last week, and you know what happens when you talk a side up, don't you? They always let you down, and that's what happened. That's
exactly right. He's a Collingwood supporter too, ladies and gentlemen. And from the world of Bellarine Peninsula Cricket Association and his knowledge of cricket throughout Geelong, it's a very warm welcome to the man from Barwon Heads, Tim Mitchell. Good morning, Tim. How are you, mate?
Lovely, Rollo. And welcome to you and Dean as well. As you said, it's been extremely hot all week this week. No respite either for the cricketers today. I think they're expecting 38 degrees, Rollo, to get to here in Geelong. So we've experienced 40 all week. It drops a couple of degrees, but no respite, as I said. Hopefully there is some good cricket played out there today, though, in the Geelong region.
I have a letter here from my mother just to say Dean will not be playing cricket today if it gets higher than 35 degrees. Signed by her.
Not good enough. You're not a doctor. You're a wimp, Armstrong. Let's look at Premier Cricket. Geelong had a great win over Hawthorn Monash University last week. And who was the unlikely leg-spinning star? None other than the Geelong vice-captain, Liam Buchanan. Hawthorn Monash University looked as if they were across the line at 4 for 176 with Spoljaric. And also, who was the other guy that was making a lot of runs?
I'm not sure.
Roger Sillence, ex-Casey South Melbourne player who finished up with 64. They had 135. The tour Hawthorn Monash University at 4 for 176. Buchanan come into the action, a couple of excellent run-outs, and all of a sudden, Geelong home by 61. But today, Geelong travel up to Sharam's Reserve. And of the top 8 sides, there are only 2 of the top 8 sides playing each other. Fitzroy, Doncaster and Geelong. 2 plays 4, Geelong remaining in second position on the ladder. Tim Mitchell, it's going to be a big challenge for Geelong in what is yet another important game.
I think it will be. There's plenty of talented cricketers playing for Fitzroy. That's why they've jumped to 4th. But the Cats will take a lot of confidence, Rollo, from that win last week. Obviously, when they played Hawthorn Monash, I should say, last weekend. Hawthorn Monash were actually sitting 4th before they came in that round. So the Cats have obviously held second behind Ringwood for a while now. There's some important players that you have to watch for in the game, though. Peter Dixon, he's in the top 10 run scorers for the Premier Cricket, playing for Fitzroy, averaging 60. And then Lloyd Mash, who's played a bit of second 11 for Victoria this year, averaging 65 with the bat as well for Fitzroy. They're going to be 2 of the key wickets. Then Brad Knowles, I think, who's actually played a bit of cricket for Victoria as well. He's got 23 wickets too. So if those guys fly for Fitzroy, it's going to be tough. I think the key for the Cats will be the form of Justin McPhee. He started to support Mark Carson. It's the thing they've been craving all year. And if he continues to grow in stature in that first 11, then the Cats will get up this weekend.
Premier Cricket Victoria, go Cats in their quest for yet another opportunity of playing in a grand final at Premier First 11 level. And by the way, they're second on the club championship, only a few points behind Ringwood. So all important games coming up.
I was going to say, they're going pretty well in all their other grades. I think they might have had all wins last weekend, Graham.
I think they only dropped 1. So
only the Force went down, but Rollo, the thing about this weekend too, Geelong starts higher in the ladder positions in every single grade. So hopefully 4 wins set up this weekend.
All the best to the Geelong Cricket Club in their quest for 4 wins this weekend as we turn our attention to the world of Bellarine Cricket Association. And boy, were they amongst the runs last week. None better than the massive third wicket partnership of 299 between that man Ian Ligo and Craig Lucas from the Janjuk Sharks as they smashed Drysdale to all points to the ground. Must have been an outstanding performance, Tim.
Oh, it was a phenomenal batting effort. I know I had a chat to Aaron Muncie after it, and he just couldn't believe how well the two batted. Craig Lucas dropped on a duck, which is obviously very costly. He's gone on and made 140 for the day, but Ian Ligo, a practically faultless 175. So those two are in great nick, and for Janjuk to go from 70 to, I think, making 300 plus last week, and it shows that maybe they are a little bit inconsistent as a young side, but to have those two backs, the key for them. They've got Wallington today, which is going to be another clash. Potential banana skin, I think, there. Hopefully Janjuk can get the points, though, if you're a Sharks fan.
And a great welcome back to Bowen Heads, Sam Scheller, 4 for 41 with the ball and 109 not out with the bat. Welcome back, Sam.
Oh, good story there. Obviously, I'm one of Sammy's good mates, playing down at Bowen Heads myself, and to see him back and in such good nick, he came down just to enjoy his cricket. I think he came back to Bowen Heads mainly, and to actually get a bat as well. He'd been batting sort of 10 or 11, playing in that third 11 at Geelong, but he stepped in batting 6, I think, last week, and him and another guy, Greg Dundas, put on, I think, 80, and Sam actually made 75 of those runs in about a 7th wicket partnership. So he's in good form, not only with the ball, but with the bat, as you said, Rollo.
Okay, before we have a look at the all-important round 11 games, there was one other batting highlight last week we've got to mention, Tim.
I think we've got to mention Adrian Hildebrand, 259 of his side's 5 for 427. On that a standard, I almost can't get it out, Rollo. That's in D grade, which on the Bowen Heads, on the Ballarat Peninsula Cricket Association, I should say, play 40 over games. So 427 at over close to 11 and over, which is just an amazing feat. I think it was actually played at one of the smaller grounds.
I was just about to say, were they playing on a postage stamp?
Oh, they must have been, Dino, because that is ridiculous. To score it almost 11 and over, and one guy to score it more than... he's probably scored that off 100 balls, so that
Probably
is
no
an
bigger than this
amazing
room.
feat from that Drysdale cricketer.
Round 11 of Ballarat Peninsula Cricket Association, the match of the day, 4 plays 3, where Queenscliff take on St Albans Breakwater.
Oh, it's going to be a big test for Queenscliff. I think it's really going to show if they are a serious contender. St Albans Breakwater being one of the class sides in the competition, Graham, and Queenscliff just scraped over the line, got up by 11 runs last week against Anglesea. Their coach Tim Clark was the hero there, grabbing 7 for 64, I think. They probably need someone to step up and support him a little bit more, because St Albans Breakwater possessing one of the most talented batting lineups, if not the most talented, in the Ballarat. So it's going to be a big test of the Queenscliff bowlers this weekend.
Port Arlington at home to Anglesea.
Another really important game. Anglesea somehow sitting still only 6 points outside that top 6. They dropped that game, as I said, to Queenscliff last weekend, but they can actually get, I think, within 3 points of Port Arlington if they claim a win this weekend. Damien Vassell is probably going to be the key. Been leading from the front all year for Port Arlington. I think Anglesea still a very real chance, though, Rollo. Whoever gains the impetus in the game early is probably going to take that one out down at Port Arlington.
And in other important games to watch, Wallington take on Janjuk, and the Battle of the Bridge between Bowen Heads and Ocean Grove in the world of cricket. As we go to a break on the Geelong Cricket Show, we'll be back to have a talk and a walk around Winter Reserve in the Geelong Cricket Association. Back shortly.
At Bendigo Bank, we like to help communities grow. We concentrate on delivering you great products and services.
I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. It's not that I have words.
Because we know that if you grow,
Wanna see you looking
the community will grow with you. At the Bendigo, it starts with you.